Pengu Day. Officially in the history books, guys. A legendary day, a massive day for this space here. My God. Good morning, guys. Mega GMs. Happy Wednesday. December 18th. Vibes strong on this Wednesday morning. Hope you guys are great. Man, that Pengu dropped something special. Ronan, my brother, dude. First, I think that is your first ever getting first. I think. Offline GMs. Cats, good morning, man. All right, we gotta get into that Pengu drop. We gotta talk just meme coins in general. I'm feeling a certain kind of way about this space here right now. I started feeling a kind of way yesterday afternoon, seeing some really, really bullish predictions about this space here. Like really, really bullish predictions. They got me feeling. You guys know I'm the probably biggest bull in this space. I've probably taken more hopium than anybody. Would you guys agree? Would you guys agree? There's probably nobody that's got more hopium than me. And like silly ass predictions for prices. It's probably me. And now I'm starting to think I've underestimated things. Starting to think that might be true. All right, let's get into this market, man. We got a lot to talk about. Let me, I like the vibes, but we'll keep it going for a minute. Guys, make sure you subscribe here to SlamX Official on YouTube, CryptoSlam.io over on X. Got a big-ass guest coming up here in 3 hours, a really special guest. Man, I'm so pumped for this. You guys already know. I can't shut up about it. For anyone who does not know, special episode coming up at 12 Eastern Time. The one and only board Elon Musk. I love this guy. He's fucking great. Fucking great. OG in this space. Knew of him through NFTs, but man, he does quite a bit more. And, I mean, the dude is behind my favorite AI meme coin. I hate to call it a meme coin. My favorite AI utility coin, whatever, culture coin, whatever. It's Patchwork Naval. And I'm not here to pump my bags by having him on the show. I happen to think he's got a pretty brilliant agent that's in the works here, and one that you're going to hear about a lot. So I want to make sure you hear about it. Some of you first here. So excited to talk to Board here coming up in just a few hours. So special episode, normal show at 4:30 p.m. Eastern time as well. So again, make sure you subscribe for that. Let's get right into Pengu. Before we get to just macro market stuff, we do have an interest rate cuts coming this morning here. Is that this morning or is it like 2 p.m.? Either way, we got interest rates coming today. Before we get to macro market, Pengu. Look, we got our claims yesterday. One question for you guys. Did anybody who's listening not get a drop? Like zero? Because this was one of the most accessible drops I think I've ever seen in this space. You hold a pudgy penguin, you get a drop. You hold a little pudgy, you get a drop. You hold a rod, you get an allocation. You have a soulbound token, you get an allocation. If you're one of the many partner projects, you get an allocation. And separate from all of that, guys, if you use Magic Eden early, you got some tokens. If you use the Phantom Wallet early, you got tokens. If you're an OG ETH trader, you also got tokens. I've not seen a token as well distributed as that. And by the way, if you have Pudgy Penguin toys, you're also going to be getting tokens too. With that in mind, I think that was the single goal of this TGE for the Pudgy Penguins. Getting it in the most hands possible. And man, I think a massive success. Measured quite a few ways, and I'm going to show you exactly how. But you can see it right over here in Moonshot's tweet. Tweet actually coming from MoonPay, but about Moonshot, right? This is a meme coin trading platform, very normally accessible, right? You can download that app right in the Apple App Store. Google Play too, I'm assuming here. Biggest day for on-ramps, like new account signups, I'm assuming. Their single biggest day, and that's driven just by Pangu. So I told you guys yesterday my son was talking about Pangu. My son came to me 2 days ago and was asking, Dad, what's Pangu? I'm like, dude, how do you know about Pangu? How do you know anything about that? And my son's 17. And he told me he has a friend who's starting to get into crypto, and he told him, like, man, we got to get in some Pangu. This coin and Pudgies in general have a different kind of reach, something that I don't even know if the Bored Apes have. They have something Bored Apes do not have, which is hard to believe, but it's a different time. And the Pudgy Penguins focused on a different thing, which is getting their IP in front of everybody. And they did it through memes, right? Massive presence on Instagram. I think on Giphy, they've got like 30, 40 billion views on their GIFs, right? They did it a different way, and they did it in a way that's really, really working. And then I always show this, but they did it through that. They did it through the Pudgy toys that you see basically at every store you go to these days. And by the way, don't forget that I think the Doodles are doing something very similar. Right? Doodles at McDonald's, Doodles on PlayStation right now. Right? They're on PlayStation. The default music playlist is the Doodles playlist. It really, really cool. I think they are setting themselves up to do something very similar. Maybe a token too. But again, bringing it back to Pudgy Penguins, I think they just made history here in this space. And again, you see it in the numbers here. Already Pengu, more unique holders than Wif. How many does Wif have here? 212,000. Dude, Pudgy Penguins Pengu token smashes it. More holders than Pepe. Wait do you see this? Pepe, 356,000 holders. All right, smash that as well. Because, guys, right now, Pangu has over 427,000 holders. This is a different kind of coin, and I think this one's got a different kind of future ahead of it. Now, if you want something to benchmark it, a little something to put it in perspective, a token like Sheeb has 1.4 million holders. But we're talking about day one for Pengu. This has been out, probably exactly 24 hours now. 25 hours this has been out. And already it's a third of the way to catching up to Sheeb. It's so impressive, guys. Pengu's got a different future ahead of it. A different future ahead of it. I'm not a seller at this level. I've not sold any tokens. I'm not going to sell any tokens. Pengu's different. We're way too early in the cycle, too. I'm not selling a single one. Nothing. Pengu's a different token, and I won't be shocked if we see that as a top 3, top 4 token. With that said, I think it's already in the top 6 by market cap, which is so impressive. I gotta say, GG's to Luca Nets. It's his team, but if there's somebody that's piloting that ship, there's somebody steering that thing, it's Luca, and that guy deserves a hell of a lot of credit. That guy's a really, really brilliant businessman here who just, you know what, above all else, you can be a brilliant businessman and not get crypto, and it's real easy to fumble your bag over here to fuck up your game plan. But not Luca. Luca gets it. Luca's a degen. Luca understands crypto. And I think he just showed us maybe one of the cleanest best drops we've ever seen. Huge success. Huge success here. Holder count by people winning. Here's allocation breakdowns, by the way. Now, when we look at these breakdowns and who made what, it all depends on when you sold, right? It all depends on when you sold. Some people got out up here and did amazing, like really, really did something special, and there's all different levels people sold at. But just a ballpark figure here, Pudgy Penguins. Now, that's an exact amount they got, 1.7 million tokens. Look, at the time this dude was maybe going to sell, this doesn't mean he actually did, but $85,000. And I saw plenty of people who sold at a different level, and these guys made 100K, 120K. Like, we're talking some serious money here. So those guys also probably giving a big old thank you to Luca Nets. Man, but there was plays all over here, right? You play the fungible token or you play the NFT game. And on the NFT game, man, we knew there would be an opportunity looking at secondary markets, that people, after they claim their tokens, just might dump their Pudgy Penguins. And yeah, we definitely saw that. Floor price crumbling in Pudgy Penguins. Again, it's not shocking. We totally expected that. But you got guys like Cyrus, one of the best traders out there, period. That guy's a next level trader. I will also say what he does is something all of you can do. All you can do. It's put the time in that he's putting in, and yes, he's got a big old bank account to work with. But you start somewhere, and you start by trading like him. All right, so Cyrus is watching secondary for the Pudgy Penguins, waiting for, I mentioned this a few days ago, waiting for someone to drop a Pudgy Penguin that didn't know there's a token claim, right? Get spooked seeing the floor price fall, and so they list their Pudgy. They think that something bad's happening. They list their Pudgy to get out. No idea there's a token here. And, of course, Cyrus is right there to scoop it up. Dude, this man scooped up a pudgy penguin that hadn't claimed its token, hadn't even claimed its little pudgy. I mean, what a freaking payday there. $100,000 worth of Pangu between the pudgy penguin and then the lil pudgy, which is what, 3 ETH, that also has about $10, $12, $13,000 worth of Pangu attached to it too? Are you kidding me? Now, that's not a play for me. Probably a lot of you guys. I don't have $100,000 laying around to buy that pudgy penguin to make that play. But if you do, man, if you do, that's that free money, free $100,000. Lemon, that's awesome, dude. Hang on. Yeah, the way Pengu's holding up price with such sell pressure, it's really impressive. It's really impressive. Yeah, look, I think Pengu's going to end up being from this level here. 5 billion sounds easy, and I don't think it's going to take long to get there. But Pangu at 7, 8, 9, 10 bill, like I think seeing some parity between it and Pepe, that's kind of my expectations. And Sheeb down the road, maybe, kind of probably, but Pepe levels, yeah, I think Pepe levels coming. Also, just because it's top of mind, I kind of want to check Magic Eden because all things considered, I don't think that's the right token. Let me double check. Is that the right? I don't want to spend much time on this, but I don't think that's the right ME token. Shit, maybe it is. No. I don't want to spend time on this. I wanted to look at ME because all things considered, I actually think ME held up pretty decent too. Pretty decent, other than that initial dump, but you see that in everything. Look, Nico, if I'm saying your name right, that is the big takeaway from me here. Let's get right to that. That to me is the biggest takeaway. Look, okay, people win in there again. There's Cyrus and his big ass wins. By the way, Cyrus selling his tokens made millions. That guy, hats off to that guy. Other traders doing well too. There's all kinds of ways to play this, right? Play the fungible token, play the NFT side. This guy, $6 a Pengu turns to 87 grand, right? Stick it in an LP, right? Add it to some liquidity pools. You make money on people trading it. And if people are trading when, let's say, market cap is at a silly level and they're overpaying for their Pangu, you're making the fees off that. It's exactly what this guy did. Like, again, be a student of this game if you want to make some serious easy money. Okay, it's not easy at first when you're learning. You take losses early on. You're investing your time. But once you do that, you get to a point where you play like this and you turn your $6 into 87 grand. That's when it gets easy. When you know how to play it better than 99% of the people out there. Tell you this, it ain't hard. I'm not the guy doing that, by the way, but I watch them. I'm here long enough to watch how they trade and to like understand how they get there. You can do it. Everybody can do that. And they won't. Okay. Here's a caveat. With AI agents coming into this space and them trading, it's not going to take them long to get to that expert level. So the competition might be getting much, much harder really fast here. Okay. So keep that in mind. Now, the flip side of the good trades and the guys making money from like some really clever stuff, the flip side is people who maybe aren't as experienced or aren't paying attention and they're rushing. And you have a guy here who bought $10,000 worth of Pengu, and he bought it when there was some pretty drastic price swings. So at a brief point, I guess Pengu had a $14 trillion market cap, right? And he bought then, and he didn't have his settings right, and he turned his 10 grand into $3. Be careful. It happens. It happens a lot. Just be really careful when you trade. And if you're not aware that kind of stuff can happen, maybe just don't trade till you learn. I don't know. That's just a bummer to see. But yes, man, Nico Fiend, am I saying that right? But yeah, this is what's so exciting to me. The fact that this big drop, okay, normally big drop, big TGE, right? That happens, and it's like, okay, man, we blew our load. There's nothing else coming. And in the case of Pudgy Penguins, man, Luca's saying it, and I see others in the community saying it. And guys, I respect. Let's say it's Tyler. Tyler did it, right? I love this guy. People saying it's literally just the start. And to think of this as a starting point is pretty damn exciting. Because right next they have Abstract Chain coming. This is, years in the making at this point, at least a year when it was the Frame blockchain, but now Abstract Chain. Mainnet launches in January. Guys, they got a token coming too. And what if Pengu holders are the ones that are going to get the allocation for Abstract Chain? I think the token will be called like ABS, right? Would make sense. And if you qualified for a frame back in the day, like a year ago, I think you're still getting a token allocation here too. But I have a feeling Pudgy Penguins and Little Pudgies, right, the whole gang is about to eat twice. And it would be extra cool if any Pengu holders, anybody like me who claimed their token didn't sell, then you also get an allocation of ABS. Nico, I think it's exactly that. I think it's your slippage. But here's the thing. If not slippage, when you're getting your swap set up and you're looking at the price, just might not have been paying attention, like might have seen that swap, might have seen that the 10K would be swapped for $3 worth of whatever and hit swap and just didn't look at the price. It could have been right in front of his face. Otherwise, what do you have to have your slippage set on? Like 199%? You know what I mean? Like it's one of those two. I think he just wasn't paying attention to the price. But crazy. Yeah, so it does, Reactor, GM, sir. It looks like Abstract token coming to Pudgy Penguins, which is just amazing. And, man, again, just the start of what they're doing. Now, picture this. Pudgy Penguins, 8,888 edition collection, and Little Pudgies, what, about 22,000? And you got Rods. I mean, that ecosystem... Let's say, like, it's probably safe to say there's 10, 15,000 unique people in the Pudgy ecosystem, right? 10, 15. Would you guys think that's a safe number? We'll say 15,000. Let's even say 20,000 people in the Pudgy ecosystem. Now, picture what Doodles are doing where they have their Doodle studio and they got packs of cards they sell, $5 for a pack, $10 for a pack. And when they do these sales, look, they're bringing in 50,000, 100,000. It works. When you're talking about building a sustainable model, that works. But then also Doodles have what? That's a 10K edition collection. They don't have 10,000 holders. How many more packs do you sell if your user base is, 20,000 like the Pudgy Penguins? Or how much more do you sell if your user base is those 20,000 plus the 200, let me get back on the screen, plus the 420,000 that now hold the Pangu token? 428,000 now. It's only growing. What can an NFT project do? A group who gets crypto, they understand what it means to like tokenize a community, tokenize attention, tokenize the energy around a community. What could somebody like Luca do with that many people now in his ecosystem? I can't even imagine it. I can't. I couldn't even guess what he's about to pull off, and I think he's going to pull off something incredible. What I think he's really going to pull off, though, is this guy's going to Trojan horse probably a top 5 blockchain. I think he's going to instantly get himself a blockchain that is probably talk of the town, that's going to be one of the main chains that we actually transact on. That's what I think you do with it. You attract the talent, you attract builders, you attract products, because now you got that user base. That guy is playing some kind of 4D chess. That man is playing a different game than anyone else, and I think he's winning hard at it. And like maybe last point, though, on meme coins and holders, like, right, we've got Sheeb with its 1.4 million holders. We got it. But look, they've never had what NFTs have, which is the way to gather the community, right? A way to unify the community, a way to like communicate with the community, to harness that energy. And again, harness the financial value of attention. That's not happened before, guys. Not in a way that you can do here with what Luca's doing. So I think Luca's about to do something. I'm telling you, I can't even guess what it is, because I think he's about to do something we've never seen before, at a scale we've never seen before. And I'm going to show you in a minute here why I this feeds into like thinking I've underestimated what's coming here. I believe I have. I believe all of us to some degree have. And you're going to start seeing people talk about this on the timeline. How much we're underestimating stuff. I have consistently said that, and I say it about meme coins, right? I say, you guys know, I'm telling people every day, you guys are underestimating AI tokens. They're going to be worth way more than you realize. I heard somebody in Spaces over the weekend say the AI meta is over. I'm like, dude, The people in this space do not understand this space. They do not understand technology. They do not understand, man, when there's actually a change in the way we do things, and that's what AI is. That's what these AI agents are. It's not a meta that can arrive and then be over. It's not a meta. It's literally a new innovation in product. And so a point there is I know people are underestimating AI agents, the value to them, the value of that ecosystem. But the meme coin ecosystem as a whole, yeah, I'm all on board with the Murad thesis, which is the same thing as the Raoul Pal thesis. They are saying the exact same thing. And now I love seeing somebody like Super Rare John chime in. He's right. Anybody who's saying this is going much higher is right. Anybody saying what we've just seen here over this year, whether it was the spring meme coin run or what we just saw here in the fall, anybody saying that was just the start, you're right. You're totally right. This is all going so much higher. So look at tweets like that and just expect you're going to see that from all the biggest influencers. And the guys who are in the trenches who really know this stuff and fingers really on the pulse, they've already been saying it. Some people are late to catch on. You guys are not that. I think we're on the same page here. I think. If you're not, keep spending time thinking through this till you get on the same page, because that is what's coming. Gravity, good morning, man. Lemon, dude, Joe is crushing it with the trades. So fucking proud of Joe. DJN, good morning. Shaco GMs, yeah, fucking Pangu, let's go. Man, part of why I underestimated things, part of why a lot of people are underestimating things is even this. Meme coin's going to reach astronomical levels, and Luke is about to do something crazy because something like this. 40% of adults here in America now own crypto, up 30% from last year. It's huge. There's so many more people in crypto now. And I saw a figure, guys. Unique wallets now trading crypto, and it might have been specifically Bitcoin, but I think it was crypto. It's now up to like 18 million, guys. It must have been specifically Bitcoin. But it was like 18 million unique wallets, which, by the way, yes, we have a lot of dupes, but also it is growing tremendously, man. And so I mentioned on the afternoon show yesterday, I used to think more people coming in at some point, okay, they're all here. We're not going to make as much money now. I'm completely wrong. Completely wrong. Hey, more people in. Look, a lot of people come in and they buy $10 worth of a coin, $50, $100, whatever it is. Have any of you guys come in and then completely stop trading? You're in one and done? Or no, is it more like you're here forever and you're perpetually trading and you're now in for thousands on any given day, right? Yeah, me hearing that 40% of adults here in the States are now in makes me think, oh, that's more participants who are going to keep getting deeper and deeper and deeper. I could not be more bullish on what's coming. I couldn't be more bullish on what's coming next year. Part of what's coming is more meme coins. And yes, at some point, it does water it all down. This ain't that point. This ain't that point because we're not done getting these liquidity injections in this space. So yes, more meme coins coming. People are expecting, well, we know Azuki has anime coin. We basically know OpenSea's got their coin coming, right? We are speculating that the Doodles have their coin. There's a lot of tokens that are coming still. Goblin Town, I think, teasing that they got a token too. And you know what? If it waters things down, it at the very least makes a splash when it comes in. And it introduces volatility, and that's what we want. That's where we play. That's where you make money, is when things are volatile, right? Otherwise, where are you going to get those gains from? But dude, so much more money is pouring into this space. FTX stimmies. Mt. Gox stimmies. But yes, FTX stimmies is the big one nobody's talking about still. Mt. Gox still crediting back people who lost money on their platform. 172 mil is about to make its way back to old creditors. If I believe this post from Jan, it's people who are old Bitcoiners getting some old Bitcoin back in their wallet and want to go spend it, and they're actually considering runes. Look, that bull thesis on runes, on ordinals, it's actually going to happen. The crazy prediction of 1, 2, 3, 5 Bitcoin floors on the top collections, it's coming. It's absolutely coming. The stimmy's coming, and I'll say it again. The FTX stimmy, that is going to range anywhere from 10, 11 bill all the way up to $16 billion. Yes, billion. Billion is still heading out to the market. I don't know if that was supposed to be completed this year or if it's early next year, but it's coming. a massive multi-billion-dollar stimulus coming to people who are crypto native, who are in crypto, that are getting finally their crypto back. And I think they're probably going to be ready to chase Bitcoin to, man, whatever its new high is. But, man, next year I think we'll be chasing a hell of a lot. Because according to our queen, Senator Cynthia Loomis from Wyoming, guys, 2025, the year of Bitcoin and digital assets. We know that. We know that. It's why we're here and so active right now. We're getting ahead of it. I think our normie friends don't really know that. They get that something's happening. They see Bitcoin at 108K. They see that. But do they know of what's really coming? I don't think so. You know, other people do. I see it. You guys see it. Now, somebody like VanEck coming out with predictions that are taking into account all of these things that are coming. Look, I want to go over these predictions because this specifically is why I'm so bullish. This specifically got me feeling a certain kind of way. Let's hit some of these predictions here. And we got to zoom out, get to the macro market here. We got to get to NFTs because, dude, NFT's on fire. And goddamn, I don't think this can be just an hour show today. Probably have to go longer. Probably. I still got to get prepped for my board chat. I'm not going to call it an interview. I don't want to fucking interview him. I want to chat with him. Anyway, VanEck, 10 predictions for 2025. Okay, bull market hits a medium-term peak in Q1, and it sets new high in Q4. I love it because I hear a lot of people saying the peak is like January, February, March. Mando said that too. Now, when Mando said we peak then, I think he said January, like end of January. We still have a great year ahead of us of kind of like chop. And we're used to that here in crypto. We go weeks or months without any kind of crazy action, like really almost comes to a standstill. We're going to see that. And that's what this is talking about. So some kind of peak in Q1, probably Bitcoin around 140 to 150K, you know, that ballpark, whatever. But peak later in the year at 180,000. Wild. Like, beautiful prediction. I think, I mean, if I'm throwing around random numbers, I think we'll see something close to that. And there's still predictions of over 200. I like it. I see it. ETH over 6K. Beautiful. Solana over 500. There's some great plays out there, man. The U.S. will embrace Bitcoin with a strategic reserve. Yes, we saw something written up. I think it was written by Bitcoin Magazine, but basically writing up a proposed executive order for Trump. Guys, it may happen sooner than we think. The process to actually get that implemented could be, I mean, it could be instant. So one of the reasons everybody's so bullish is, yes, the United States accepting or building a strategic reserve with Bitcoin. I'm going to come back to that in a quick second. A little more on that. It's the Bitcoin Policy Institute. They drafted that executive order. Designate Bitcoin as a strategic reserve. Hey, without that, we still have at the state level states looking to do the exact same thing. Man, there's not a lot of Bitcoin to go around. You know what? Picture that scenario. Like, close your eyes if you have to. Picture this scenario where individual states are buying Bitcoin to hold as a reserve, where the United States is doing the same thing, and then all of a sudden, countries all over the world are scared that we're going to control the supply, and now it's a race between them to also add Bitcoin to their strategic reserves. 180K might be FUD. You know what I mean? Like 180K Bitcoin could very well be fucking FUD when you talk about that kind of scenario. Unbelievable what's coming. Most likely coming. Almost, yeah, it's coming. Tokenized securities. They're predicting it exceeds 50 billion. All right. Tokenized securities grew 61% to 12 bill. Okay, I'm going to be really honest here. I don't know what those products are. I don't know where those live on the chain right now. I don't. I would love to. I got to do some digging, but I would love to show you what those are, and then so we can picture what does 50 billion in that sector look like. That's work for me to do here. Stable coins, they're predicting, guys, reaches 300 billion in volume daily. Right now, it's 100 billion a day. I didn't realize it's that high, and that's info that's readily available. Any of us could know that, should know it maybe, but 100 billion a day right now. They're expecting that to triple next year. I also think stable coins is the easiest attack vector for, well, let's say like somebody like the Biden administration. Thank God they're on their way out. But you want to fuck this space, you go after stable coins, which, by the way, in your wallet, your stable coins can be burned, right? Tether can come and burn your stable coins in your wallet or freeze them. They can. So just be aware of that. That's why Black swan event, if and whenever it comes, could be directly through stablecoins. Be aware of that. All right, another prediction, 1 million new AI agents. I actually think that's low. I think that's really low. I think we could see 1 million agents printed in a single day, unless there's some like compute limit to that, why you couldn't create. But you know what? It's just code. The same way you can click a button and launch a meme coin, that you click a button, you already do this, click a button, launch an agent. And because of swarms, I think they're wrong with the million prediction. I think there's going to be 100 million. Honestly, I think that's a more bold prediction. Yeah, a million's pretty low. It's a good prediction still. I mean, as in that's coming. Bitcoin L2s reach 100,000 BTC in TVL. I am part surprised about that. I just haven't been bullish on Bitcoin L2s. I probably need to change my mind or do some more thinking on that. Like, I believe in, I like Hudah. Hudah is preaching OpCat, which, purpose of OpCat is to help build out L2s. So, Ethereum blob space generates $1 billion in fees. So I mentioned this on the afternoon show yesterday. I don't know shit about blobs. I need to. So, more homework for me to do there, right? DeFi hitting an all-time high. Look, this is the one I'm going to zero in on. This, to me, is what's going to get really special here. Something also, I got this prediction, I'll tell you what, mostly wrong and partially right for the reason this is going to happen. Okay, so let me slow this down and rewind it. VanEck predicting trading volumes in NFTs to hit 30 billion in 2025. We're 2 weeks away, guys. Starting January, where we always explode, predicting 30 billion in NFT sales, which, guys, puts it on par with 2022. That puts us basically at all-time highs. Now, I want to see where they got those numbers from, and I'm going to skip ahead to some market stuff. Oh, guys, be right back. Hang on. It's good reason here. I'll be right back. 5 seconds. All right, cool. Hey, dude, I finally got the Doodles McDonald's cup. Dude, fucking awesome. My wife just dropped that off. Dude, fucking awesome. I've been wanting that. And, dude, I realized it's getting close to the end of the month and the end of them offering this shit. I'm like, I can't go without getting one of the Doodles McDonald's things. Hell yeah. Deanne, good morning. Yeah, DGen, we'll get to the island drop. That's it was fucking terrible. Yeah, dude, there's so much to talk about. This show needs to be like 3 hours today, man. All right, let me keep going. Dude, there's so much. Okay, hang on. Let me get to yearly volume. I want to show you this. 2022 was our all-time high for this market. 23.7 billion in sales volume. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if they got their data from CryptoSlam or where exactly they got that data from. As far as a prediction and saying it's going to beat other years. Okay, Yatsu also came out and said 2022, we're going to see NFTs blow away our all-time high. So again, 2022. I just want to make sure that if we're looking at that 30 billion number, 30 billion expected for this upcoming year. I mean, 2022, we actually had like 50 billion. Over half of the sales were wash trading. So I'm curious, like, not that VanEck said we're going to beat 2022. They just said 30 bill. So if it's 30 bill, then we're actually not beating 2022. We'll beat 21. It'll be our second best year ever for NFTs, which is great. But Yatsu thinking we'll beat 2022, which means not 30 bill. We're talking more like 55, 60 bill, right? So either way, man, like really, really bullish for the NFT space. When I said I got this wrong, look, I know NFTs were going to come back this cycle and have a good season, but I pictured marginally better than earlier this year, right? David, good morning, man. I pictured like marginally better than earlier this year because I was thinking the thing that will drive NFT sales is the metaverse. We need the metaverse to be back to really drive it. Like, we just need a narrative that makes us think like magic, sky's the limit. We're investing in a new asset class. PFPs to me aren't that. Like, they're digital collectibles, sure, but metaverse is what really made people FOMO in. Look, a lot of the investments into Bored Apes was, the token. I think the bigger investment into Bored Apes, I mean, yes, pure collectible, but the biggest one is metaverse. Everybody thought metaverse would be where everybody in the world is like hanging out, and you was going to build the biggest, best metaverse. So I think a lot of the value they had back then was actually a metaverse investment. So without metaverse being the narrative this cycle, I'm like, okay, NFTs do come back and they do cook, but do we hit all-time highs? No chance. Funny thing is, metaverse is back. Funny fucking thing is, the metaverse is back. I mean, it is here. It is going to drive this cycle for NFTs. It is, and you can thank AI for that. And so that conversation, I'll remind you, that conversation about AI and the metaverse and how they're tied together and really what it means for the NFT cycle, just a reminder, that's exactly what I want to chat with Bored Elon Musk about. So reminder, he's coming on this show. I've got a special edition of the show coming up now in just over 2 hours with the man behind the Patchwork Naval agent. Put that on your radar. It's my... Oh God, this is tricky. Like, not financial advice. I have a bag of Naval. It's my biggest conviction play. So I'm saying that because I don't want it to seem I'm pumping the bags. Yes, I'm having the guy behind the agent on, but I think it's a special agent. I think because of the metaverse play, very specifically because of the metaverse play. I think that's a special. I think that's a very special agent. And for me, I see it as a pretty special opportunity. Dude, I gotta get freaking moving here. Let's get to the macro market. That was the predictions from VanEck. I mentioned Yatsu's prediction too. Blow away previous cycles with the NFT volume this upcoming year. I hope it happens. You saw their prediction, Bitcoin. Oh, that's a bold prediction, guys. $1 million. Jesus Christ. $1 million Bitcoin by the end of 2027. Look, the scenario where that happens is what we described before, is nations battling over the Bitcoin supply. You see that happen, and yes, $1 million per Bitcoin is absolutely doable. Throw away the predictions where it's going to take 10, 15 years to get there. No, we can do that in a couple of years. If nobody's selling their Bitcoin and there's countries buying, like, that simple. It's that simple. D-Yank, I like it, man. Yeah, dude, Cats, I still I've got my thoughts on the gaming narrative. It'll happen. I just think it's going to not look like what people expect. With that said, we will see another Axie Infinity. There will be a game where people are making such stupid money for a period of time that everybody FOMOs in, but it's kind of like meme coins. It'll get watered down, and then we'll have a little time where something runs, and one game will stand out as like a holy shit. Unless somebody cracks the code for like the most game-changing game where you can actually make profits in the game and it's sustainable. EVE Online, I think, is the best way to do something like that. And they do have a game. They do have a blockchain game. All right, guys, let's zoom out. Macro crypto market. Dude, I'm going to have to sprint through all this stuff. 104,000 Bitcoin. Beautiful number. And also wild. Wild to see 104K down 3.4%. That's where we're at. That is where we're at in this historic time. Wild. ETH over 3,800, Solana 215. Remember that prediction? Solana's going to 500 according to VanEck. ETH going to over 6K. I like it. Looking at the ETFs, 493 mil in inflows in the Bitcoin ETFs yesterday. On the east side, 144 mil in inflows. Like, again, ETH is having quite the run here, man. Quite the run. All right, and then if we look at NFTs, we are going to beat last year's sales, by the way. We're crushing the pace at this point. But look at this here, 67 mil in NFT sales yesterday. That is our highest we've seen in, my God, I don't even want to scroll back. It's easily the highest we've seen since April. In fact, I could probably check this way. 67 mil. The highest. Yeah, there we go. Highest since April 12th. And look, our peak of this year, actually, dude, that might be, okay, 78 mil, I think. 86 mil is our peak this year. I think we're about to smash that. I think we're about to smash our peak. And this is just getting started, guys. It's just getting started. Unique sellers down yesterday. Unique buyers up. I always say this, but that's the direction we want to see both of those heading in. More buyers, less sellers. Usually pushes things a very specific direction. Transactions up. Average sale price way up. That's all the pudgies selling in CryptoPunks, but way up. That's got to be a year high as well. And then trade profits, man, it's a great run here of profits being in the positive. Best stretch of the year other than, March, April. 5 million in the positive for trade profits. Today, starting in the negative. I'm a little surprised to see that. Although when we look at what's selling, we're going to spot check some. I think I might know why. Spoiler, I think it's CryptoPunks. And as pricey as they are, I think a lot of those are still, not EV plus right now, considering where they've been bought on secondary. All right, here's your top collections. Move in this market in the past 24 hours. It's Pudgy Penguins at the top, followed by Little Pudgy, Suzuki, Sleepyhead's brand new collection over on Bitcoin. GG's to anybody who minted those. CryptoPunks, Gilded Guardian Heroes, D-Market, Doodles, Azuki Elementals, and Clanosaurs push up into the top 10 ahead of that BRC20. Love to see it. And then your top blockchains, Ethereum smashing. I mean, they're beating every other chain combined. And, yeah, you thank Pudgies for that. Bitcoin coming on strong, and I do think Bitcoin season soon. But here's your top collectible sales here in the past 24 hours. Quick refresh here. There we go. Okay. Top sale, 49.69 ETH for Punk 3855. That, you know what I think that is? I have a feeling, and I'm going to spot check these. I have a feeling that's the Punk that was bought for the 90cc drop today, right? G-Money said he bought one with an orange hat. I think that's the one he bought, just to guess. Okay. What I'm looking for here, I'm spot checking if these are being sold at a loss, because, right, we're 500,000 in the negative. It means something was sold at a loss here. So far, not these guys. Usually when it happens, I go check previous sales, and I see something that again, huge loss. So far, no. These are all big wins. Same here. These are wins. What I'm expecting is to see something that sold for, $500,000, that sold for 100,000. Maybe even see a few of those. So far, all wins. Yeah, no, not those guys at least. But I do think we're seeing that somewhere in here. Hell, maybe it's a Bored Ape. I'm just going to check one more, and then we do got to move on. Yeah, okay, there you go, right here. This ape last sold for $322,000. Sold now for 85 grand. Look, it's like you take the big loss, you put that money to work somewhere else where you can grow it faster. Because look at this point, you think that ape's going to turn to 322 grand before you can what? 4 exit, somewhere else. That, you got to take that loss sometimes to actually get ahead. So yeah, like without fail though, that's usually how we see these. Usually how we see those profits add up. Cats, I love it. Yeah, that average under 10. Dude, my average for a while was like 12, 15 or something like that. Like I bought the whole range, but I think my average is probably around like 5 or 6 now. I bought quite a bit at like 3, 4 mil. Okay, hang on. All right, okay. Thought I saw something. Moving on. Look, about to be Ordinal season. I feel it. I feel it in my plums, guys. Ordinal season coming. It's loading. 1.5 Bitcoin offer. Think of that, guys. $150,000 offer on this alien Node Monk. It's going to be Node Monk season. I am, God damn it. I need a Node Monk. I really need a Node Monk. Yeah. Yep. It's about to be Ordinal season. It's going to be everything NFT season, but Ordinal season especially. I think, look, I'm not going to go full on price prediction and why and all that, but I'm just going to say I think this is all way too cheap. Puppets are cheap. Node Monks are cheap. Based Angels. Okay. Look, I see some tweets out there that get me excited. Yes, because I'm holding one. I'm talking about Based Angels, but Based Angels may be flipping some of these guys. It's yet another one of those things that wouldn't shock me. I don't think it's going to happen, but I never am surprised by what Milady, Retardio, that community, those derivatives. I'm never shocked by what those can do. And there is one of those on Bitcoin, and it is based angels. I will not be shocked to see based angels flip puppets. Not like long-term, anything like that, but for a pure, I won't be shocked. I won't be shocked, kind of like Milady. Oh, man, geez, I'm like convincing myself of stuff here. Remember Milady has gotten on par with some of the biggest NFTs, like Azuki and, right, like that stuff. It should not shock anybody that, like, a top collection in that ecosystem on Bitcoin comes to the level as those guys. That shouldn't be shocking at all. I'm not going to be surprised. I have one. I used to have two. Sold one like 2-ish weeks ago. I'm keeping that one. I'm keeping that till that scenario plays out because I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen. I mean, my prediction's always been 0.1 to 0.15 for based angels, but I think I'm starting to up that. I think we're getting to like 0.25, 0.5. One won't shock me. One won't shock me. Fucahedrons, I'll talk about them. I got a bag too, by the way, 4 of them. But I do want to say I'm really impressed by how these have been looking on secondary. They've dipped a few times to 0.008, and without fail, all the way down and all the way as they bounce back and everything in between, it's people shopping for rares. Guys, you see the rares selling throughout, people buying way above floor. Like people buying way above floor. Grabbing those rares, which is one of those big-time indicators you look for. 0.039, I'm thinking we're going to find a hyena here. That's a cow, 0.039. The hyenas are more rare. So a cow here selling for what, like $4,300? People are buying the rares as the price is dipping. It's exactly what you want to see. There are very few collections I have as much conviction in as I do this, right? You know what I'm bullish on already. I'm really bullish on this collection for that reason. The volume that comes in when the price is down, but also the amount of buying of these rares. Look for those opportunities, not financial advice, but 0.055 for hyenas, 0.043 for cows, 0.038 for frogs. These are getting bought up every time. Also, this is probably a good time for me to like give a disclaimer. I think I got to give a disclaimer because I had a comment yesterday on X and on Discord about my predictions and calls and losing money. Okay, first off, everyone who trades, no matter why they trade, how they trade, when, where, all of that, responsible for your own trades. That's simple. Okay? That said, I will not stop telling you what I'm bullish on and the prices I think they can get to. But people, this is what I want to remind you of. My predictions, I almost always say, and if I don't, just assume this applies to everything. My predictions are almost always at the peak. The peak of that asset, when it reaches its tippity top, I'm trying to tell people what the potential is for something and why I see the potential at a certain place. When I say node monks and quantum cats and all those things getting to 1 or 2 or all the way up to 5 Bitcoin, I mean for maybe just like a 24-hour or 12-hour, like a very small window of time. Like Whirly Girl, the guy's new, I could tell, and like I'm not offended by him saying that. I'm not mad. In fact, I think someone booted him from Discord, and I wish he wasn't booted. I'd rather chat with him and help him like learn. I would love to do that. But my predictions are usually at the peak. My predictions for the ME token, I still think it hits $15. I still do. I'm trying to talk peak potential because, look, any other token or NFT or whatever, man, any given minute, it's up or down or whatever. I'm not trying to make predictions on is it going up, is it going down, because the answer to both of those is yes. It's literally yes. It's going to do both, and it's up to you to figure out the timing. So I give predictions on potential, and I'm definitely not always right. Nobody is, and if you are, you should be a multi-trillionaire. Anyway, wanted to say that as a reminder, predictions are almost always peak euphoric part of the market. It's a tiny window of time. It's on you to figure out entries and exits and how to trade it, all that stuff. But it is worth mentioning, especially if that guy's listening, because I want him to stay engaged and I want him to learn to become a better trader and like understand how this info should fit his game plan, not be financial advice, because it is not that. Dumbass. Respectfully, sir, you're a dumbass. No, I hope he's watching. I hope he sticks around. But he's a little bummed. He got wrecked on Pengu. I hope he didn't sell his Pengu. I think it's going to cook. You should buy more. All right. How much time do I have? Yeah, just a few minutes, man. Okay. Dude, let me move on because I got like 5 minutes here. Say is giving away some, well, Say with Magic Eden. Pretty damn cool. Okay. Incentives to go trade Say NFTs on Magic Eden. Top 100 wallets with the most volume. No wash trading. You get some Say tokens. Say's worth what? Over $1 at this point, I think, or getting close to $1. It's a pretty good stimmy, man. It's a pretty good, $250,000 stimmy. Love to see. I love Say. I do. So we'll get Q and Biggie back on the show. We'll do some Say ecosystem pumping here soon. All right. Nifty Island dropped a token yesterday. All this token talk. Nifty Island dropped a token. Oh, it's 50. All right, 50 cents, halfway there. All right. On its way to $1. How about that? All right, Nifty Island dropped a token. Not good. Not good for a few reasons. First off, I think their X account was hacked, which I'm glad people pointed out because it was really weird. When they tweeted out initially contract address details, you couldn't reply to the tweet. Usually a really bad sign, right? Usually a really bad sign. Indeed, it was a malicious tweet. Now, they got that figured out. They got that corrected. But let's look at that token because it ain't good, man. All right, this thing shot up to, I believe, look at that. Look at that. This thing got, geez, I think it got to like a 600 mil market cap, guys. I think it got to 600 mil, yeah. And it dumped all the way down to, what, 8 mil now? Dude, not good. Not good. And for the life of me, gaming tokens, I have a lot of trouble seeing them get to that kind of market cap. I'm happy if it does, but yeah. It's probably living in probably closer to where it belongs now. But dude, definitely people got wrecked. Yeah, I mean, Beanie, when he did this tweet, dumped below 50 mil. I mean, it's at 8 mil now. 8. So this is the problem. Early buyers wrecked. And look, every token we've looked at, Emmy, Pengu, Island, you can name any token. If you bought right out of the gate, you're fucked, man. These are all dead not dead. These are all wrecked out of the gate, though, for sure. You got to maybe just adjust the game plan, let them settle, buy in then. Yeah, buying right out of the gate just does not work right now. But this is bullish news. Yeah, definitely something I'll bring up with board. Nifty Island integrating ELIZA AI agents. Look, they're all going to do it. They're all going to do it. If they're smart, they will. When I talked to Jordan yesterday, right, from ApeChain, first off, just again, what a cool guy. But talked about other side. Are they going to have some kind of module plugins so you could plug in AI agents in other side? It sounded like yes. Not that he's on that team. Vrew, I'm with you. I think Emmy's pretty undervalued. If I claimed it, I wouldn't sell. But I think other side will have AI agents plugged in. Nifty Island's got it. I think Crypto Voxels and Decentraland and all the AI, all the metaverses filled with AI agents. So yeah, just wild. Look, okay, as bullish as I am on meme coins, and I said AI and everything, I'm feeling, and I go very much by feels, and it's not always right, but I am feeling like the shift back to AI tokens is coming really soon, and it's going to be very violent. Like, I cannot shake this feeling that they're all very underpriced and that they're about to get out of reach like really fast. Okay, you see how quick innovations happen in AI, right? Like AI is now ordering pizza. AI is now autonomously ordering stuff from websites. AI is about to get plugged in the metaverse. There's about to be something that we haven't thought of yet that AI starts doing that all of a sudden people are like, oh my God, I need to invest in that agent. And it's just something like that sends this thing. All of it. Fartcoin now, almost hitting a bill. It's flipped GOAT. It's flipped AI16Z, I believe. AI16Z is a hell of an investment, not financial advice. By the way, just got to say it. I think that one is crazy. But, okay, I think these agents are about to come roaring back to life. Look at this. Almost $11 billion market cap. I think that ecosystem is, I mean, man, it's at least a 5X across the board. Apply that to all the great tokens. Look, it's not going to work out that way, but they will rise at different rates. But that whole ecosystem is just about to be this bubble that does something silly. I really think it's going to be closer to like, I don't know, $100 billion market cap for the AI ecosystem if if you go back to the VanEck predictions and you go back to the United States Bitcoin strategic reserve, the amount of money that's going to come in this space, man, the way it's going to inflate the AI bubble. Again, talking about people underestimating stuff, underestimating meme coins, but way underestimating AI stuff. This is investing in software, That simple. You're investing in platforms. You're investing in technology. You are. This stuff is going to explode. Look at this. You have, wrong tweet. Here you go. Okay, we put this on your radar a few days back. All right, this is Mark Rydon, co-founder of EtherCloud. 100 million ecosystem fund that they said they were looking to draw to invest in AI agents. Dude, that mode chain and agent is really interesting. It's really interesting. But we were looking at this $100 million coming into to agents. All right, we got here the one I've been so bullish on. Naval did win one of those grants. I don't know how much. I don't know how much money they're getting. Maybe it's $1 million. Maybe it says it here. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think it does. But dude, the investments that are about to come in this space. We saw Franklin Templeton tweet about AI agents, and you know what I mean. Like, what's coming into AI is different than anything else. I think people are investing in it, treating it like software, like investing in an open AI kind of company. I will not be on the sidelines when this happens. It's why I'm making some bets. All kinds of coins, by the way. All kinds of coins. Naval's my biggest bet. And my biggest bet, just because it's cheap, and everything else, it being cheap, to me, gives it the easiest upside. Doesn't mean it's got the biggest upside. But at this level, to me, it's got the easiest upside. Even just getting back to its all-time high when it still didn't have any product out. Like, it didn't have anything. It is not trading prediction markets yet. It is not plugged into a metaverse. And so I expect it to at least 4x to get back there. But I really think, I mean, this is where it gets still. I don't know. How does it not do much more than that when the actual products are revealed, when that agent is actually live doing the things that he's being trained to do? To me, that's my easy bet. Now with funding, now with a lot of eyeballs, and I'm betting on, Cypher Genesis, Marco. Fuck yeah. Yep. Yeah. Doesn't mean it's going to be the biggest coin. I don't think that. But I do think it has easy upside. And what is that? Is that 10x? 40 mil market cap? Yeah. For me, it's very easy for these agents to get to that kind of market cap. Very easy. And we've seen often enough, it's kind of easy when everything is just going crazy, and I'm telling you, tip of the iceberg as far as how crazy it's got, it seemed pretty easy for these agents to get to even 100 mil market cap. And so I'm playing for that kind of potential. They can do that. Again, none of this is financial advice, but I just see a cool opportunity. And the biggest thing is I'm just betting on the team, the guys doing it. Elon Musk, I think, is just fucking great. So betting on him, his connections, and I'm betting on this agent being pretty damn cool when it's trading, living in the metaverse and trading prediction markets. I think it's pretty cool. All right, dude, I got so much more to go over, but we'll save it for board, and we'll save it for the afternoon show. There's a lot more. There's a lot more going on, a lot more to talk about. Just exciting day here. Jeez. Yeah, okay, I'll leave it there. I had something else, but we'll leave it there. Guys, make sure you tune in. 12 noon Eastern time with the legend, Board Elon Musk. Afternoon show, 4:30 p.m. Eastern time. Maybe special guest there. Maybe. We had a guest that was supposed to come yesterday. We're maybe getting that worked out here today. Maybe. And so maybe I'll end there by putting that on your radar. There is a big drop coming to OpenSea today. Big drop coming. I'm going to put this up here for you. I think it's pretty cool. Just about 2 hours away. 90cc black box. Cool little PVC keychain. Like, these are premium. These are really, really... Oh, they added the color versions now. Those are really cool. Like, I really like those. One of these 2,900 boxes, guys, is going to have a CryptoPunk in it. Now, CryptoPunk drawing is in February, so if you buy it today, you're not going to find out today if you got a punk, but so you can get it on secondary. Those are awesome looking, dude. I mean, look at that. So the keychain, you get some OP tokens. So in a way, a little cash back on this too. I think like almost $50 worth of OP. It's pretty nice package here, guys. So that's coming up 2 hours. It is on base, so bridge your tokens over if you're going in. And then February, you find out if you got that CryptoPunk. So pretty cool. All right, guys, we'll cut it there. Hope you have a great day. I will see you in a little bit. Yeah, smash the like on the way out, guys. That really does help. So appreciate you. Smash the like. Make sure you're subscribed, all that good stuff. I'll see you in about 2 hours with the legend board Elon Musk, guys.